Good afternoon, guys. So today we're going to do part 2 of our big brake install for the Brembos. We got the SS wheels all mounted up thanks to New Year coatings. I already have the truck lifted up on jack stands ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull off the OEM caliper and the rotor. This time I'm going to show you how I did it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Throw on the Brembo and I'm like 95% sure it's going to fit. If it does make the test fit, go ahead and install both of the fronts. Probably all I'm gonna have time for today, but I'm gonna make this video like I guess 2 different days. So I'm gonna combine today and then tomorrow for the rear. And yeah, let's go.
Okay, so right here I have an 18mm socket along with a 1/2" drive wrench, and we're gonna take off the bracket, which is this bolt right here, and then I don't know if you can see it, that one up there as well. Kind of point at it. And that'll let me take the entire caliper out. This right here is for if you just want to remove the caliper, slip out the pads. We're not doing that. We're going to do the whole thing. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and slip off the brake caliper. And before I do that, I actually forgot to take off this little bolt right here. It's a 10mm bolt, and it's going to allow us to take off this little thing that goes to the spindle that kind of attaches to the caliper. Here we go, 10mm 1/4" drive, I think. And then just going to go ahead and break it loose real quick. Then just take it off so we can slip off that brake caliper. I just don't want everything to like slip out. Everything's gonna fall off all over the place. Make sure to put that away. And now you can slip off the caliper. My arm got stuck in between the rotor and the shield. That kind of hurt, but there it is. Everything's off. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the big brake kit for this side. Alright, so here we are with a big 2-piece Brembo rotor. Go ahead and slip it on there, and it's really big, so as you can see, like kind of sags down. So we're gonna get a lug nut and spin it on there real quick to keep it in place so we can bolt on the caliper. Like so. And we're going to go get the caliper right now. And then here we go with a big caliper again. This right here is a bracket. It bolts up from the side right here. Goes through and goes to the Brembo supplied bracket. These right here go to the spindle. It's just so big it's hard to maneuver. And here you'll see the brake pads. You're going to want to make sure that the pistons on this side are compressed. Well, both sides actually. So you have as much space as possible right here. So it can slip over the rotor. I already did that. I made sure everything's good. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it on real quick. And we're going to use the bolts to bolt everything on before we throw on the wheel test fit. Alright guys, we got the Brembo on. And now it's the moment of truth. We're going to go ahead and roll over the wheel to make sure that it fits over the caliper. Took a little long because I wanted to make sure it wasn't directional, which it isn't. So that makes things easy, and we'll see if this clears. I hope it does, because I don't want to go get another set of wheels. By the way, these are like way heavier than the oh yeah, these are way heavier than the deep cladded wheels I had on this. You'd think that they put lighter wheels on the SS, but they didn't. And that's super annoying. It looks like it cleared. Got pretty close, but I think we're good. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do 3 lug nuts to make sure they fit. And we'll spin it. Make sure all the clearance is good. Yeah, home free, guys. Everything is great. Alright, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the other side. And then Jay's on his way over. He's going to film some stuff for his channel over here in my house. He's going to be doing something to his truck. So stay tuned on his channel as well. And yeah, oh man, these look great. I'm excited. So yeah, I'll go working on the other side. I'm gonna wait for Jay so he can help me put the brake lines on and bleed the brakes, and then that'll should be it for today. And then I'll cut straight away into us installing the rears. That would have to do like a part 3, so that'd be super annoying for you guys. Alright guys, you can see this side went ahead and made it. Brake line's still not connected. Over here, the caliper was bolted on, but I had an issue. The brake line did not make it all the way to where it needs to be connected to. It was too short by a few inches. I called my boy Rick at Race Technologies, so I'm gonna go pick some up tomorrow that are for the correct year so we can get this finished. Yeah, it's speed bump number 2, but we'll get it done. Alright guys, we got some reinforcements. We got Jay's Media out here with us. The brake lines actually were too short to make it where they need to be, so I called Race Technologies. They're up a couple exits from my house, and we're gonna get the correct ones because these were off of 2007 truck, and they have a shorter line and a different fitting. So I need to get new ones. They're gonna be about $100 for both lines. And man, I got a little bit of leaking going on out here. Put that on the driveway. And we're taking out the rear brake line to get that made, custom made at Mesa Lines and Hoses. This is what the rear comes with. I'm like 90% sure this is going to be too short as well, so I'm going to take those and make custom ones for the back. That way we don't have to deal with having to wait for Brembo to get them, because they actually don't have them in stock. And we're going to finish this today, 100%. And we're going to film some stuff for Jay's channel. By the time this video is uploaded, his first video should be done. So I'm going to link him down below. Make sure you go watch it. One of my best friends, and we actually both work on our trucks together. So if you like my stuff, you're definitely going to love his. And we'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we threw the rear caliper on top of the stock rotor. You can see how much bigger the rotor needs to be. Here's what's going to go on there. And the brake lines actually work on this one. So, super excited about that. Got the homie Jay's Media, who's almost done on this side. He already bolted on the caliper with the rotor and everything. So the rear's gonna be done. We're gonna go pick up the brake lines for the front, knock out the front real quick, and then bleed the brakes, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, time to go get the brake lines. If you're gonna have a project truck, you better have an extra car, because if not, you're gonna be in trouble. Alright guys, we're over here at Race Technologies, and here are the correct brake lines. This is just one of them. We got the other one as well. There's a part number if any of you guys need it for some reason. And yeah, let's get back home and finish the install. Alright guys, so here's our new Goodrich line with the hardware on it. And we're gonna go ahead and throw it where it needs to be real quick, so we can mock it up on the truck and start bleeding everything. Alright guys, here's a comparison of the 2007 and up lines. They start up here, and the one that we got is actually about, I'd say 3 inches longer, and it's got this little 90-degree turn because the brake line mounts like up here, so it's gonna go up like that and thread on. Alright guys, so on this side, Jay was running into an issue where the brake line wasn't tight enough, so he engineered, here let me flip the camera a little bit. So what he did is he took the stock bolt off the stock line, put the Brembo bolt in there, and everything's done like factory. We got the bracket and everything. We don't have stainless braided lines in the back for now, but that's cool. We're gonna have them in the front, so that's just to get the truck running for now, because I really don't want to tear apart the rear again and have to, you know, put it on again. So I'm gonna call my connect at Race Technologies and gonna have him let me know whenever the rears come in, because they have them in stock when I picked up the fronts. So they're gonna be on in a little bit. I mean, this is basically how it's gonna look. I mean, I have everything bolted on. I'm currently threading the bolts behind the spindles here. Once again, 18mm bolts, and you can see how it installs. Got the Brembo bracket right there. There's the bolts that need to be threaded. And here's our new line. It's gonna be connecting right over here. Cool. Time to pump the brakes. Right, so Jose was stunned by my ghetto brake bleeding tactics. I just used basically a hose and a water bottle. put the hose in there, and then bleed it outside, inside, and go like that. Alright guys, so after further inspection with Jay, it was a tiny copper gasket that was on the inside. The one that was in here, it was too small, so it was leaking air through there. Threw a bigger one on, tested it, and now it's no longer leaking. We tested all the other sides. This is the only one we had an issue with. It's funny how something that small can cause that much of an issue. Jay says it's pumping up a lot nicer now, and we're gonna go ahead and try and bleed it again. Alright guys, so complete misunderstanding. There was no pressure, and then Jay's like, dude, something's wrong, bro. So then what we did is we bled the hydro boost system. You do is you turn the truck off, you open up the power steering, and then you got to move the steering wheel lock to lock. So we did that, and the pressure is much better. Me being me is like, dude, we're probably fine. And then Jay is like, dude, we should do it one more time for safety. Like, all right, cool. And then I bled the brake, and there was a lot of air in there, so I probably could have died. But yeah, we're gonna bleed this one now, real quick. You ready?
I wonder what they're gonna say.
They're probably gonna be like, idiot.
Go. Yeah, it's just way stiff now.
It's way stiffer now.
It feels like you actually have brakes.
I mean, that's good, right?
I was like, dude, our Brembos.
Oh, that thing shot out.
He's like, are our Brembos supposed to really feel that weak?
Yeah, why do the Brembos feel way weaker than the OEM brakes?
Dude.
Alright, pump it again.
Dale.
Alright. I think this one's good.
Yeah, because the first time I wasn't feeling it, like when you open it,
Yeah.
I didn't feel anything. Like I didn't even feel the pedal sink.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't even like no fluid was coming out either.
Whoa.
I mean, I just got like a bunch of bubbles, at least on that side, but like the fluid was very faint, you know?
Is that in it?
Yeah, start pumping. Alright guys, total hours for this install is a lot. A lot of hours.
This is probably like, if we had everything, probably like a 4-hour job, 3-hour job.
Yeah, we didn't have to run. Alright guys, so thoughts on how the brakes break. They're really responsive. I never really use more than like a quarter of the pedal to go ahead and brake. And these things are so aesthetic. I love how they look. Check them out. 14 inches in the back. Kind of see them pretty good. Then here we go up front. 15 inches. It really fills up the inside of the wheel. However, brake dust in the back is not really an issue. In the front, these things throw some mean brake dust. So I'll probably have to wash it pretty soon. Actually, maybe I should wash the truck right now.